Should public funds be used to aid private religious schools? It's a question that's been debated for decades. Now, a recent Supreme Court ruling could mark a turning point. Correspondent Ellison Barber shows us how.
The ground underneath a jungle gym in Columbia, Missouri is giving school choice advocates renewed hope.
But I do think it lays down a marker.
Advocates like Daryl Allison are cheering the Supreme Court's decision to allow Trinity Lutheran Church to receive public money to rubberize the surface of its playground. School choice supporters believe the decision undermines a decades-old state law known as the Blaine Amendment that is often used to prevent families from using public scholarship money to send their children to a religious school. Missouri is one of 38 states with a Blaine Amendment in their state constitution. All similarly forbid direct government aid to institutions with a religious affiliation. Since 2015, at least 3 states have faced legal challenges to those amendments. Supporters of voucher programs see Blaine amendments as a barrier to a better education.
When we have national crisis or international crisis, whether it be a monsoon, hurricane, tornado, we have not only state government, national government, but we also have many faith-based institutions coming down with medical supplies, coming down to help with shelter, etc. No one pushes their hands up and say, who are you from? We're at a crisis level. Why don't we have that same approach when we talk about K-12 education?
And if public money can go to a religious institution's playground, they ask, why not the cost of enrollment? In the Supreme Court's ruling, there's a footnote from Chief Justice John Roberts that says, quote, we do not address religious uses of funding or other forms of discrimination. Critics of voucher programs say that's one reason this ruling is narrow. In a statement, the American Federation of Teachers says it, quote, was about providing a generally available benefit to a church that was not going to be used for religious purposes. But the Supreme Court did something else advocates are happy about, telling the Colorado Supreme Court to reconsider a case that deemed a voucher program unconstitutional.
It's the first time that the Blaine amendments have been called into question by the U.S. Supreme Court on First Amendment grounds. School choice proponents are going to have a much easier road in legislatures around the country as they push for choice legislation to be passed.
The Colorado Supreme Court relied heavily on the Blaine Amendment in its ruling, at issue whether or not states can allow parents to use tax credits from a publicly funded voucher program to send their child to a religious school. Brett?
Ellison, thank you.